Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 in another part of our Leeds Journeyman series. Today we are taking on Coventry City and our old side Fulham, both in the Premier League, as we're looking to continue our sort of resurgence back into form following a new tactic. Hopefully you're all right. Leave a like if you are enjoying, and of course subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. Interestingly, Man United are struggling this season. That's definitely a job I'd be interested in if we could get our hands on it. We have already declared our interest in the job. They're 14th in the Premier League. We've got 3 games in hand on them, so yeah, they're essentially 16th, because Everton will probably win their game as well. So yeah, Man United really struggling at the moment. We're in a very interesting position because of our qualifiers for the Europa Conference League. We are a few games behind as it currently stands. But since you were last with me, as I say, things have gone reasonably well. Of course, we had the 7-1 defeat to Arsenal. It was a terrible day, and it did feel like the end was near, and I thought, no, we've got to try something different. So 5 at the back, 2 defensive midfielders, and then the usual 2 wingers and a lone striker up top instead. We bounced back with a 3-0 victory over Kairat, with Peter Murray and Upamecano scoring in that one. We then beat Brentford 2-1 away from home. Johnny Ballesteros and Jeffrey Dedia scoring in that one. And then we thrashed Wolves 4-1 at home. Johnny Ballesteros with 2. Jeffrey Dedia and Marcos Leonardo also scoring there. We then beat whoever this team are. I don't know where they're from. Hungary, a Hungarian side in the Europa Conference League. 7-0. Johnny Ballesteros scoring 4. Zhelabov, Weber and Dragov getting his first goal for the club. We then drew 1-1 away from home to West Ham. Francisco Jorge scoring the equaliser in that one. We then thrashed Burton Albion 4-0 in the EFL Cup 4th round, with Peter Murray scoring a hat-trick and Valery Zhelabov scoring from the penalty spot once again. Most recently in the Premier League, we lost 1-0 to Newcastle United away from home. It was a decent performance. We could have potentially got a draw in that, but eventually Newcastle did break down our defences and held on beautifully to that 1-0 victory. And most recently in the Conference League, we beat Shakhtar, whoever that is, a Belarusian club, 3-0, with Nat Walbank getting all 3 goals there. All of that means that we are currently 17th in the Premier League, but with 3 games in hand. If we were to win all of those, then we would be sort of up in the top half, fighting towards the top 4 spots. I mean, we're only 10 points behind Manchester City, who are in 2nd place. Tottenham doing a very good job at the start of this season, but it looks like lots of teams are dropping lots of points. So I think it's going to be one of those seasons that if you get on a bit of a run, you could find yourself competing for the title this season. I do genuinely think that. Squad performances, top goal scorer is Johnny Ballesteros with 14 from 14, 6 for Peter Murray, 5 for Navarro, 5 for Leonardo as well. Top assists is 7 for Jorge, 6 for Navarro and 5 for Leonardo. And top average rating is 7.69 for Johnny Ballesteros. Okay then, this is the new tactic. This is the sort of home variant of it, control and possession. You can see we've got a flat back 5. We've still got our complete wing backs, this time on support, rather than having Mizogen on attack. A ball playing defender, no nonsense centre back, and a wide centre back to try and push us on the right hand side a little bit more. You know, Navarro, more of a creative force really, so trying to focus our creation down this right-hand side. Mangiavachi, therefore, is becoming an anchorman figure with the deep-line playmaker Casadei on the left-hand side, trying to bomb it forward towards Peter Murray or Francisco Jorge this way. We've then got 2 inverted wingers trying to come in and support a complete forward up top, who's usually Johnny Ballesteros, but he's been injured recently, so Peter Murray has been leading the line. Generally, though, we have been using the wing play tactic variant away from home. At home, I want a bit more possession because we were coming out of matches against Burton Albion for that 4-1 victory over Burton Albion. We ridiculously had about 32% possession, which I don't want. That's not my style of play. So we're going to go for the control possession. We might even go gegenpress on this. I think the gegenpress would work quite nicely with this tactic, actually. So, yeah, we've just sort of brought one of the strikers, going back to central defence. I think in January that's going to be our priority, is trying to get some centre-back recruitment in place. But this is the team that we're going to put out there today. Gyro will start in goal as a sweeper keeper. Has been doing a good job in that role, and last 5 matches are 7.48, so finally coming good. Bradley, Robinson, Tiata and Mbete will join Mizogin in defence. We've then got Mangiavachi and Casadai as our defensive midfielders, with Navarro and Jorge starting wide of Peter Murray up top. So here we go then, into the match against Coventry City. Now, they're rock bottom of the Premier League, but they have just appointed a new manager, so they could have new manager bounce, all of that. But I am hopeful that we can put a few past them today with this tactic. We used it midweek against the Shakhtar club and won 3-0. So I am hoping that it will work out quite nicely for us against Coventry City. So there you go. A little bit more defensive. I think that was our big problem, was we were conceding a hell of a lot of goals. We're now a little bit more solid defensively, but hopefully creating a lot more chances as well going forward, trying to push forward as a team when we have got the ball, but sitting back and holding our shape when we haven't got it. And I think that's the big difference. And we'll see. We'll see if it keeps working. Obviously, today is a big test of it. We need to really beat Coventry City and beat them convincingly, as they're bottom of the table. So, yeah, this will be the big test, really. Let's go more positive, actually, in this match, because it should be one that we're winning. And here we go. Here's Mizogin on the right. Gets it to Mbete, to Tiata now. Mizogin again. Gets it to Mbete, forward to Casadai, now Mangiavachi, and this is the sort of player that we enjoy watching. Bradley to Robinson now, who's supporting. Here's Mangiavachi to Navarro. Navarro forward to Connor Bradley, and this is the overload on the right I'm talking about. Mangiavachi forward, header away by Ndai, and that is cleared, but Casadai wins it back, and now we build again. And look at this, overload on the right hand side. Robinson gets it forward to Bradley forward to Navarro in. It's Peter Murray with a chance, and it just loops over the keeper. But that was a good chance early on there to put it into the back of the net, and it was a nice movement. It demonstrated everything that I've thought of with this tactic, but didn't result in a goal. Here's Robinson on the right hand side. What can he do with it? Gets it into Bradley. Bradley whips it in towards Peter Murray, but Navarro's swapped sides and he's been pushed over, and that might even be a red card as well as the penalty. I think Morgan could well be sent off here. Let's have a little look. It is awarded. Is that going to be a red card? Oh, I don't think it was. He's got away with it. So Casadai is going to step up and take the penalty, and he scores. That's a really good penalty from Cesare Casadai, and that is 1-0 to Leeds United, just on the stroke of half-time. And we might even go gegenpress for the second half, just to see how that goes and see if we create any more chances. But yes, we've dominated possession so far. That's exactly what this tactic is designed to do. Let's go gegenpress though and see if we can go even more for it and score lots of nice goals. And straight away we've got a chance. Mizogin into the middle. Mbete doesn't manage to get his head on it, but here we go. We've got 3 players back. Now Mbete to Casadai. Casadai forward to Navarro. That's a great ball. Edgar Navarro back into Mangiavachi, and he whips it into Peter Murray, who puts it into the back of the net, and the referee is going to be calling for some VAR intervention here, but I think he was onside, and that was a lovely looped cross from Mangiavachi. And it is 2-0 to Leeds United and Peter Murray on the score sheet, and that moves us up to 16th position in the division. And it was a lovely little ball, wasn't it? And Peter Murray was there, heads it into the back of the net, and we're now 2-0 up. Here's Jorge on the ball. Bradley now. Bradley, can he whip it in? Gets it to Jorge into the middle. Oh, Navarro didn't quite manage it. By the way, our two wingers do swap positions. I thought that might mix things up a little bit, make us a little bit more unpredictable, and it's certainly finding that that's the case. Only problem is if you don't put somebody that can play on both sides there, then you end up with people out of position. But it's not really caused too much of an issue so far. Here's Bradley, gets it to Navarro, loses it. Good tackle from Casadei. Here's Navarro again, gets it to Jorge now. And this is sort of where the meltdown of Coventry will play, because Jorge on a few minutes ago was on the left. Here he is now. And Casadei. Now here's Mbete forward to Mizogin. Mizogin forward to Jorge. Jorge into Peter Murray, and that's a poor shot in the end. He should be doing a lot better than that. And we could be 3 or 4-0 up and certainly seem a lot brighter in this second half, creating chances, a lot more intense. And let's see what we can do. I mean, Tiata's pretty tired, but we have got an international break after this. I'm going to put Jevon Simmons there, and I'm going to put Leonardo on the left, and I'm going to actually replace Peter Murray with Nat Wallbank up top. So the front three have changed. Simmons now into the middle. It's headed away. And you can see we've got plenty of players back supporting, but Morgan is running with it. He's still running with it. This is a chance, actually. Morgan with a shot. What a save. Nearly came up with the second, the rebound there to put it into the back of the net. Here's Jevon Simmons with the free kick. Curls it round and just wide. We had a good view of it there. That was close. It's had the keeper beaten. That was for sure. But Coventry haven't had a shot other than that one from the counter-attack there. So it's gone very, very well for us today. And looks like it's going to be a clean sheet as well, which is just brilliant. Good tackle there by Marcos Leonardo. He gets it in. It's Simmons with the header. Doesn't quite manage it. Mizogin to Mangiavachi. It's Mizogin forward again. Marcos Leonardo was there but couldn't quite finish it. Here's Morgan. Good tackle from Mizogin to Casadei. Here's Mangiavachi now. Forward to Mizogin. Mizogin now into the middle. Leonardo with the header, and that's his 7th goal of the season. Marcos Leonardo scores, and we're now 3-0 up, and that is perfect. We're going to bring off Tiata because we don't want him to die, basically, for want of a better word. And Pilbeam can go there instead. And Casadei can come off as well, possibly for Zhelabov. Corner in, headed away by Pilbeam. And there you go, so he can head the ball as well. Here's Hiffy, was it? Harris. Feels like there's going to be a goal here. Here's Reed, whips it in, and it is. And annoying that we don't get the clean sheet there, because we have dominated and defensively have been very, very solid today, but it is what it is. 3 points on the board, and that's all that matters to me. We beat Coventry City by 3-1, and yeah, let's keep going. That's got to be the plan. And obviously we've got Fulham coming up. I think that'll be one that maybe we do the wide play formation. But we'll have perhaps gegenpressing on the back burner. We'll keep it as controlled possession now, because it'd be nice to start matches controlling the play and then switch to the gegenpress and see how it works from there. But nice that we've changed tactics. Things seem to be working. So let's go and beat Fulham now. That's the plan. Okay, a few changes for this match then. Pilbeam comes in at right back. We've moved Mbete over to the middle defender. Andrew Lyons comes in to central defence because Arthur Tiata's got a tight thigh, I think. Dedia comes in. He's just returned from injury. He can only play 75 minutes, so Jorge will probably come on at some point. And Peter Murray will lead the line up top on his own. Ballesteros has picked up another injury. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. Upamecano is still going to be out for potentially another month and a bit. Probably won't be back till the new year. So we're making do with what we've got at the moment, but a couple of more injuries could really set us off. We're actually going to go for the controlled possession against Fulham because it is a team we should beat, so let's not let them control the game, especially at Craven Cottage. Andre Suarez still there, a player, of course, that we signed. Chris Giles is still there as well. Alex Scott is still there. Obviously, we had an awful time at Fulham, but all things happen for a reason, I suppose. But yeah, our career could have been very different had we stayed at Fulham a little bit longer. So we've got to be thankful to them that they got rid of us. Because that led to this dream job at Leeds, and I think will lead us to being in a very, very good position going forward. Here's Mizogen on the ball, gets it to Cassadai, that's forward straight away to Dedia, who gets it into Peter Murray, and that's going to be a penalty, I think. Yes, Peter Murray was pulled to the floor. I think that was about to be 1-0 there, and it's potentially saved them. Let's have a look. Yeah. And I think it's going to be Cassadai that steps up again. Beautiful penalty in the last match. Set us off and running. Can he score again this time? Yes, he can. That's an even better penalty. That was right into the bottom left corner. 6th goal of the season for Cesare Cassadai. And within 4 minutes, we are ahead at Fulham. And that is an awesome start for us. But just stepped up very confidently, didn't he? Put it into the bottom corner. And we take the lead, and as it stands, that would move us up to 12th place. Let's keep an eye on the Man United score as well. They're playing Brighton today, who are in the bottom 3. You'd expect Man United to be able to win that match, and yeah, they have gone 1-0 up now. So, yeah, you know, we're keeping an eye on it because Zinedine Zidane is definitely under pressure, and they've got some tough matches coming up as well. Mizogen forward to Navarro, into Peter Murray, and that should have been 2-0, but an acrobatic block from the Fulham defender there. And it's going to be Edgar Navarro that whips it in now. And it's headed away by Giles, and Fulham survive. But you can see we've got a decent amount of possession. I'm glad we've went with the tactic that we have. You know, I think trying to take it to Fulham is going to be better for us long term. There you go, half time, 1-0. And I think complacency is going to be the thing that could get us down. So let's try and inspire them into the second half. I think Peter Murray's going to come off. He's not had the best of games. Obviously won the penalty, but then skied over a great chance as well. Here's Lions. Mbete. Oh, what a ball that is forward towards Navarro. And Navarro has a great chance to bring it in now. And here's Peter Murray. No, couldn't quite get there, but Lyons heads it forward again. Mangiavachi, forward to Navarro. That's Peter Murray with a great chance, and he puts it into the back of the net. Of course he does, because from that range, with his feet, he's not going to miss it. And I think he was definitely onside as well. Yep, let's have a little look at this again. It was headed about. It was quite funny, really, a bit non-league-ish, but Edgar Navarro just on a sixpence for Peter Murray, and he makes it 2-0 now. And that's going to move us up to 13th, I imagine. There you go. Another goal might move us up to 12th, so definitely worth pushing on here. Right, Dedea needs to come off. We're going to put Francisco Jorge on for him. Navarro's going to come off as well, and we're going to put Weber on, and we're going to swap them two over, and I might... no, I'll leave it at that, actually. Who else can come on? Zhelobov could come on for Mangiavachi. I quite like that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. Don't want to overdo it. We've got Pilbeam at right back doing a good job. I think he's going to slowly become our favoured choice there, actually. You know, he's slightly younger than... Well, he is very much younger than Conor Bradley, and, you know, I think is performing at a higher level. Bring Peter Murray off for Marcus Leonardo for the final few minutes, but it looks like we might finally get an on-camera clean sheet. And Mizogen with the free kick. That was brilliant from him. Didn't know he had it in him. Especially when we've got some of our other players on the pitch. Here's Jorge, who's going to whip it in. If we can make it 3-0, that would be cherry on the cake. It's cleared from James there, and that is full time. 2-0 to Leeds United, so 6 points out of 6 today, which is brilliant. And what a difference an episode makes. Obviously, last time out we finished that episode losing 7-1 to Arsenal. It was a real doom and gloom affair, but we've got 2 games in hand. If we win those 2 games, we're going to be back into the top 4, and I think we're slowly becoming ourselves again, which is fantastic to see. Just got to be a little careful of the injuries, because we are struggling injury wise at the moment. But let's have a little look at when we might want to come back. I think we might go a bit of a distance, actually. Obviously, we've got Europa Conference League. The Man United game is big. Yeah, I suppose we could play Tottenham and then actually show you one of the Conference League matches against Heerenveen. Yeah, so top of the table, Tottenham and Heerenveen in the next episode. I think they're going to probably be one of the best teams in the league phase, and you know we're already off and running in that one. We're looking like we're going to easily get through, and it should be a tournament that we win, quite honestly. So let's show you that one in the next episode, along with Tottenham. Then we've got EFL Cup quarter-final action against Arsenal. So that's actually a big week, because then we got Liverpool away from home on Boxing Day. So, you know, that's a tough little run of fixtures, isn't it? You know, even if you take it up to Man United, if we come out of that match, that spell with a good amount of points, then our season is going to turn very, very quickly. Then we've got Everton twice in a week coming up as well. Yeah, very, very interesting. Right, if you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.